Hello, 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 Libras. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. I'm actually doing this in the morning earlier. I'm testing. I would love to hear some comments from you guys when you would like to see the videos or where in the world you are so that I know when videos, because I'm having people ask me, when are you going to do live ones in my time zone? So I would love for you guys to give me feedback on where you're at so I can get some ideas and when you would like to see my videos. For those of you that are brand new, my name is Patti. I do intuitive tarot and intuitive coaching. I'm an empath, and what that means is I ask for spiritual guidance when I coach people through their problems, struggles, things that they need help with working on. I don't go to the secular as much. I would prefer to have wisdom rather than knowledge. So that's something if you're interested in or you need coaching, if you're going through something, you need some divine guidance. It's not me. It's the divine that comes through or the wisdom that he has given me through my journey to help others. So, or you can book a reading. I do one-on-one tarot readings. I can do readings with or without cards. I just need to know how you want me to do them. And that is like, what do you mean? How can you do a tarot reading without cards? It's actually intuitive. That's the key word there, intuitive. The cards are just the sort of the, what do you call it? Guidance kind of a thing of what's going on and where things might be happening in your life. So that's how that happens. Anyway, so let's get going. Libras, this is for the 18th through the 24th. Now, I'm going to tell you, just like I told all the other signs, the theme this month seems to be what the divine is wanting to share is trying to get over fears. And that's why when we talk about counseling, a lot of that, or coaching, excuse me, we do talk about fear a lot because that really holds us a lot back, but it's a lot of where it comes from. So fear seems to be it, along with communication. So it's been a really interesting, walk this month already because he had me do the video on fear first out of the month. I'm like, why are you having me do this? So I did the video. You can watch it. Just click on the playlist or video down there, or you can go to my website. It'll bring all that kind of stuff up. But the other thing is that communication seems to be the huge thing. He had me do that the beginning of this week. So I'm like, why am I doing it? But I do what I'm told. So this is not for me. Apparently, it's supposed to resonate with some of you out there. It's supposed to help you, give you the tools. So if you haven't watched those videos, the divine says go watch them. I just am the conduit. All right, so let's go. So let's see what he's got in store for the Libras. I was going to say the librarians. My gosh, what is... I just had a little sweet thing, and oh my gosh, the sugar just woohoo! All right, so let's see what we've got. First energy out. Ooh, disruption. Typical disruption. You know what? We got the low energies, low vibrations, and then we've got the dragon, power and strength. Interesting dragon there, and it's got wrapped around a crystal thing. Interesting. So we're going to read about the dragon though, because I don't know what power and strength, but dragons are mythical, unless you look at the Komodo dragon or something like that. But that's the future energy. Now we're going to see how this is going to, when we play out the cards, how this is actually going to play. So 9, 12, 3. So acknowledgement of the disruption. There's acknowledgement of what's going on around you that's actually keeping you off focus. That's the numerology part for this week. Something's trying to disrupt you and get you off of focus is the main energy that I'm getting right now. And that is trying to ignore the noise around you. So that's the main energy for you guys this week. Coming up next week, we have the power and strength, the dragon, number 24, which is also the number 6, which is about harmony, development, improvement, that kind of a thing in your life. So something is trying to get you on track into a new path for somebody. There's a new path that's wanting to be sent, and it is going to take power and strength for you to stay and not listen to the distractions. This is something of your heart. For some Libra, this is something that's coming up, and this is for you, whoever that resonates with, is you got to block out that noise, especially if you want it to happen. Successful people, whatever their success type of success is on this earth, they block out all the noise because they're geared. They're like a Virgo. Ooh, they're going to go straight no matter what. No matter what everybody says, I'm driven to this. So for somebody, that's the energy for this week and going into next. So whoever was trying to get you off track, time to set them aside for a minute. All right. So for the artist here, let's see what she says about her dragon. The dragon comes to offer you its power and strength to protect and fortify you on this leg of the journey. The dragon symbolizes true power and reminds you that this infinite source is not found within your personality or ego. True power resides deep within your soul. Very, very true. That's your spirit. So call on the dragon's spiritual power. I've never read this one before. Spiritual power and strength, and you will find a vast resource to strengthen your resolve through mortality, integrity, and purpose. If you're struggling with these issues, the dragon will restore them to you. Remember that the power of the spiritual world can never be broken. The true strength is found within, not on the outside world. Never mistake a gentle man for a weak one. Very, very, very true. So very true. Have you ever heard the saying, oh gosh, what is it? Oh, I'll have to think of it. Ooh, tower. Tower, changing. Something's changing. Don't mistake. What is that? Somebody might know that out there. If you're out there and listening or in the replay, what is that? Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Don't mistake my weakness for, I can't remember it. But anyway, that's what pretty much, don't think I'm weak just because I'm kind, kind of a thing. Which for males, for masculines, that's hard. To be kind, then they think, oh, they're weak. They're a pussy kind of thing. Is that okay to say? I don't know. I forgot what YouTube things that you can say and not say. I'm not monetized yet, so that's okay. All right, so let's go see what's happening. What disruptions are going to be happening? What occurrences are going to be happening? Oh, she was talking about spiritual wisdom here. This is spiritual strength, not earthly strength. Do you know the difference? So your spiritual strength will... Okay, thank you. So they're wanting me to share something. It's almost like if you're in a situation that is life-threatening, your car gets, like in Portland, hopefully that she's still alive, but the car, we had a mudslide, 10 feet deep, car's gone. Nobody can find the car. And hopefully, you know, that the car isn't crushed enough that she's gone. But that inner strength to stay alive, that is spiritual. If it's earthly, then, you know, people give up really, really easy because 1, they don't want it. 2, it's not in their path. 3, they're lazy. 4, they're procrastinators or of that nature. That's earthly. But that spiritual, powerful strength that we have inside is that fight to stay alive, that fight to persevere, that fight to keep going, that fight to resilience. That's the strength. That's the strength that it's talking about. This, I don't know who this is for, but there is something that is disrupting you that you really have to focus in on this internal strength. Because our first card out is the Emperor. And the Emperor seeks spiritual wisdom, truth. Thank you. I'm getting goosebumps for somebody. And the thing is, the difference between wisdom and knowledge, wisdom is spiritual, knowledge is earthly. So I would much rather have spiritual wisdom than knowledge any day. Because with spiritual wisdom, I can have the knowledge because they'll share it. How do you, because how many times have you guys, how many times, maybe for somebody out there that's, you've said something and they're like, how did you know that? But you didn't learn it anywhere. You didn't learn it from a book. You didn't learn it from somebody saying it. You just sort of knew it. Wisdom. All right. So that's part of this, whatever this is going on for you guys this week, Libras. So let's see what else is going on. I do feel like somebody is, I don't know who you're having an argument with about something. It's not like a, I don't know. It's just like a not, it's like a partnership that doesn't agree. It's not like, you know, a miscommunication. It's like, it's almost like a power struggle. And I don't know what that is. I think that somebody's trying to be right all the time. Let them be. Let them be. Doi doi. Welcome, welcome. But there is a power struggle going on with somebody. I don't know who that is with. Now, that power struggle, you got to ask yourself, is it really that important? Because not only that, you're actually lowering a bunch of vibrations and you're bringing things down rather than lifting up. And this is going to be huge because we've got a decision to make. So the decision here for somebody is that, again, remember I was talking about knowledge versus wisdom. Again, this is where we're having that. Because you've got earthly knowledge and how you make your decisions. You've got spiritual knowledge and how you make your decisions. Which way is it going to go? You know, you listen to a lot of faiths and they talk about, you know, the judgment day, you know, and what is that? You know, but something's ending for somebody. Maybe this is we'll see if the tower pops up. This is like a change in the thought process, the change in something ending, which if you look at the videos that I did, the live videos on the new moon, that's going to tell you some of this as well, because we're ending, death of something is ending, but also too, then we have the Aquarius moving energy. So it's like we're carrying this ball and chain with us, but Aquarius is like, would you drop that freaking ball because I'm trying to move? But we got 2020 dragging in, and then 2021 is trying to move on, but it can't because we got to carry 2020 with us for a while. That's what's going on here. Somebody's got their 2020 energy, their past boyfriends, their past exes, their past lovers, their past. They're dragging that ball and chain into 2021, into a new partner, new relationship. And you know what? It doesn't work. You're going to screw it up. You're going to screw it up because you're not listening to the intuition inside of you. You're not listening. But something is ending really, really quick, whatever that is for somebody. This disruption. Now, if you don't want this to end, or if there is some reason that this should not be ending and this having this disruption, it is going to take spiritual power again for you and strength inside to say, okay, how about apologize? I messed up. How hard is that to say? I need to be accountable for my responsibilities, my actions. That is wisdom. That is saying that basically, you know what? I am wise. I am walking more in the truth. Yeah, I did screw up. Yeah, I did say that. I shouldn't have said that. I don't know who that's for. I don't know who that's for. But something you're doing in your journey in your life right now is coming to an end. It could be a disruption. That's why I'm saying, is the tower going to pop up? Because this is a disruption of somebody's life. But you know what? It's a good disruption. This is a change to move to the better, to move to the higher level of where you're at. And I'm talking about your truth. Oh my gosh, I can't make this up. And oh my gosh, I cannot make this up, people. This is not me. I'm the conduit. The divine is sharing. This is not me. Wow. Sword lot of you guys know, if you're brand new to any kind of tarot, the sword is usually an offering of something, but the sword is also could be truth, or it can destroy. So it's two. This is a two-edged sword, so there's two ways it can go. This is up to you how it's going to turn out. How are you going to have this turn out? How are you going to have it turn out? Now, if it's toxic, I'm going to say that this for somebody who's with somebody, because we got a lot of wisdom, we got a lot of decisions and choices that something may end. Look at it, and you know what? Where your strength is going to be for somebody is to walk away from a toxic situation. That's going to be your disruption, because you need to move away from that ball and chain of 2020 of a toxic relationship, toxic family member, toxic job, toxic whatever it is in your life. This is where this strength is going to come in. And you're going to really be fighting with yourself, and you're going to be talking to yourself like, yeah, but this job brings me lots of money. Okay, but it brings you lots of stress. Your body can only take so much stress. You want to talk about stress in your body? I ended up in the hospital for 4 days with a job that I had. Even if you don't think you're going through the stress, your body's going through the stress. This is talking truth to yourself. Offer this gift, this offering a message, what it is, for yourself. I don't know who that's for, but it's for somebody. Otherwise, the divine doesn't have me talking about it. All right. Whew. A lot of power. There is so much power in this message. I wish you guys could feel it. I wish you guys could see it. There is so much flippin' spiritual power in this reading so far. Wow. I can just feel the frickin' energies of it. Wow. Amazing. 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 Now, also, too, a lot of things, too, if you're having to deal with another person, and we're talking about something ending in truth, I would really strongly, not to toot my own horn, but this is the divine asking me to do these things. He asked me to do a communication video on Monday. I think it was Monday this week. And I'm like, okay, really? That's a lot of work. But I did. Because I know what he wants. He downloads everything he wants me to say. But I did take communication in college. I did take, psychology and human behavior and criminal behavior and all that. Criminal justice major. So, I did take all that also too, physical fitness and nutrition. So these are things I had to study, but the wisdom from the communication that he gives me, watch the video. If you're fighting, arguing, don't know how to communicate, have fear of communicating, please watch that video. It's really, really beneficial. I'm going to have to move it to get balanced 2020 because it's throwing my algorithms off. Same with the one with fear. Fear is huge. And that was last week when first week, the divine asked me to do that video because fear seems to be the theme of this month. He's like, people are living in fear. Get them to stop living in fear. I can't get them to do anything. That's you and the other person. I'm just the teacher. So whatever that is for you. Fear, fear, fear holds you back. Fear keeps that ball and chain there. Fear of let go. I would tell you, people, out of all the coaching I do and all the things that I do, fear of letting go, that is the hugest thing a lot of people have a problem with, because they're living in the past. They're living in the good memories when a lot of shit happened and they don't want to think about that. They just want to think about the good stuff. Well, if you went back there again, it's not going to be the same anyway. It's never going to be the same. And a lot of people live in that and then they miss out on so much. Yes. The planets, the new moon, definitely talking about death for the rest of the month, talking about death and rebirth, things dying, things ending, and then new things coming up. And I can't make this up. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is planting a new seed. Oh my God, I got goosebumps everywhere. Planting a new seed, but you got to have the strength to plant those new seeds. You have to have the strength to let go of things, you guys, Libras, because you're missing out on an opportunity. We've got the Seven of Cups in reverse. You're going to miss out on an opportunity, or you are going to miss out on some really cool love. What is that for you? What opportunity, what seed should you be planting that you're so fearful? You know what? And the low vibrations will steal that opportunity away and laugh. This is going to take strength this week. I don't know what it is for you guys, but whatever is ending, definitely let it end. Let it end. Let a new door open. Let a new door open. I don't know who that's for. Yeah, see, we're talking about, again, the Knight of Swords, or actually, excuse me, the Page of Swords, and he's looking backwards. He's going to be looking backwards. Yep. But you know what? You can get a kink in your neck by just, doing that all the time. And what good is it? You can't change that. It's about your thought process, mind and thought process. That's Get Balanced 2020 down there. Mind and thought process, transforming your mind and thought process. Yes, the King of Pentacles. This is going to have, there's no other pentacles here. This has to do with your heart. This has to do with your decision making. Somebody's out there thinking more knowledge-based, more secular, more materialistic, more looking at all the negative crap rather than looking at all the positive. This is a mind process. This is a thought process that needs to change. And it will change with your job as well. It's like the negative nannies out there, and then they wonder why their life's turning out the way it is. It's because they don't want to do the homework. You really have to change your, I used to be that way. And excuses. I mean, you could pull excuses out of your butthole all day long, and you're still not going to do anything for it. It's like, it's just not a healthy way of thinking. Ooh, why is that turned up? Oh, I had it turned up. Okay, so let's see what else we got going here. What time is it? Oh my goodness, you guys. It's like I'm in a time warp today or something. It's like I start these readings, and before you know it, I look at the time and it's like, where did it go? So let's see if I don't think there's going to be any love this time, because somebody really has to work on their thought process, the way that they're thinking. You got to walk in the truth, whoever this is. You really got to talk to yourself truthfully what you want. This is a time to plant the seed right now. And I would say that because we're in the new moon, we're moving to the full moon. This is the time of abundance. This is a time we're moving into, I think, the waning. We're moving into the waning crescent. But the thing is that this is a time of abundance. This is a time to plant that seed so it can grow and harvest here in the next moon. The Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Something's coming. But you know what? You're going to blow it if you don't change your mindset. Have some strength. Have some strength. Be strong. Get rid of the toxic people. Somebody's got toxic people galore in their life, and that definitely needs to, you need to release that. If you need help in learning how to release it, message me, send me an email, give me a comment. If you want to book a coaching session, you can do that. You don't have to. I do a lot of what I do for free. A lot. People think that, oh, well, I got to buy a coaching. No, you don't. Just email me, and I'll tell you if it's too much information or something that's too deep that you do need coaching. Otherwise, it is all free. All right. Now, if you want to book a one-on-one intuitive tarot, then that you do, because my time is getting swamped. I don't know why. All right. So let's see what the universe has to say for this next week. Yeah. So somebody is working on to grow a more stable future for themselves. However, you have to think in the now. And the now right now is you're sort of like in a dry season. You can't see the tools that you need, but they're there. It's like they're right there, but you can't see them. And just know that they're there. Because if you look at the dry desert, there's a very green cactus in the background, and it's getting a water supply somewhere, or it's filled with water because that's how cactus live and work. That's how they make it through the desert. So there is something in your arsenal, the tools that you are needing. It's there. You're not paying attention because it just can't be seen. And this is the time to be patient. Very, very, very patient. Okay. This is working on your stability. Definitely working on your stability. I don't know. We're going from unstable to stable. And we need to acknowledge that because we're going to have things in our future that we need to have. And I'm going to say your number one tool, two tools that you really, really need to have in your arsenal right now for this week is one, you're going to have truth. Boom. Truth. If it's a toxic person, if it's a relationship, if it's job, it's whatever you really need to go truth. What is truth? Truth is strength. Strength from where? Strength from the divine. And again, the dragon, the disruptions, the strength. You're going to have that strength from, and again, the artist says, from the spirit, from divine. So you really need to have that strength to say no. Somebody is having a really hard time saying no. So and that's got to be something that needs to stop because you're holding yourself back because you can't focus because you're doing all this other stuff that you're missing out on the opportunities. So if saying no is a habit for you or not a habit that you can't respect and love and value yourself enough to do your own thing, your own focus, because when you don't say no, this is going to happen more and more and more and more. So you cannot focus on your dreams and your goals. You have to be truthful and just say, and have the strength to say, you know what, I really would love to help you, but I can't. And you don't have to explain to them. That's the thing, is a lot of people think they have to explain themselves to other people. You don't. It's not their journey. It's not their purpose. You do it in a loving manner. Just say, I would really love to, but I can't. You know, especially if it's due to money, because you got the money thing here. It's like, hey, can you loan me $20? Well, that $20 might be your food money next week. You don't know if you're tight on money, and you just say, you know what, I have to keep that in reserve because I don't know what's coming up. I'm really sorry, but I can't help you financially. But hey, do you know that the church down the street does food boxes? Do you know there's ways to do and say no so that you can not be disrupted for your journey, but still help others. That's our journey, is to help others, but it doesn't mean to sacrifice what our journey is supposed to be. Oh my gosh, I'm going into counseling. So sorry. So anyway, I hope that this was helpful to some of you. I hope that something resonated. Again, don't forget about the videos on fear and communication, and also the new moon, because that new moon energy is going to go up until the full moon. A lot of what's being said is in those videos right here, especially the new moon energies. Wow, it just is there. So, but also too, please like, share, subscribe. I love what I do. I hope I can grow with it and be doing this full time. It would be really nice. I'm getting older and nobody wants to hire an older lady. It's like there is discrimination out there with age. You'd be surprised. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. And the next reading is going to include the full moon. I am going to do a full moon reading. So if you subscribed, or if you're subscribing, make sure you hit the bell for notifications so that you can actually see when I do come on live, or you can see what I've uploaded. I do more lives than I do uploading, but I will be uploading more videos. I don't know how. I'm going to talk to somebody who does YouTube been doing it for years because I think I've thrown my algorithm off with doing those other 2 videos. Not sure. We'll see. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you on the 25th. All right. Take care and have a good week. Have some strength. Get those gonads. Talk to you later.